Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. McCafferty, the librarian from Pittsburgh Morrow, and Clifford, coming to you again with yet another question. But I promise it's the last one. So this story's question is, what do you do with an idea? This is another book in the series written by Kobi Yamada, illustrated by May Basom. And in this story, we are going to figure out whether you think your idea is a dumb idea. Is it a weird idea? Is it too difficult to carry out? Let's find out. And just like the other two stories in this series, what do you do with a problem and what do you do with a chance that are also included in our reading corner, I have permission to read this story to you, the third in the series, by Compendium Publishers. So everything in this world gets started with an idea. What do you do with an idea? So one day, I had an idea. Where did it come from? Why is it here? I wondered. What do you do with an idea? At first, I didn't think much of it. It seemed kind of strange and fragile. I didn't know what to do with it. So I just walked away from it, and I acted like it didn't belong to me. But it followed me. I worried about what others would think. What would people say about my idea? I kept it to myself. I hid it away, and I didn't talk about it. I tried to act like everything was the same as it was before my idea showed up. Do you ever get worried when you have an idea in school and you're thinking, what if my teacher doesn't like it? What if it would get me a bad grade? What if my classmates make fun of my idea? But there was something magical about my idea. I had to admit, I felt better and happier when it was around. It wanted food. It wanted to play. Actually, it wanted a lot of attention. It was always on my mind. It grew bigger, and we became friends. I showed it to other people, even though I was afraid of what they would say. I was afraid that if people saw it, they would laugh at it. I was afraid they would think it was silly. And many of them did. They said it was no good. They said it was too weird. They said it was a waste of time and that it would never become anything. And at first, I believed them. I actually thought about giving up on my idea. I almost listened to them. Are you ever afraid to raise your hand in school? Worried that it's the wrong answer or what others might think about your answer or your question or your idea? But then I realized, what do they really know? This is my idea. No one knows it like I do. And it's okay if it's different and weird and maybe a little crazy. I decided to protect it, to care for it. I fed it good food. I worked with it. I played with it. But most of all, I gave it my attention. My idea grew and grew, and so did my love for it. I built it a new house, one with an open roof, where it could look up at the stars, a place where it could be safe to dream. I liked being with my idea. It made me feel more alive, like I could do anything. It encouraged me to think big and then to think bigger. It shared its secrets with me. It showed me how to walk on my hands. Because, it said, it is good to have the ability to see things differently. I couldn't imagine my life without it. Then one day, something amazing happened. My idea changed right before my very eyes. It spread its wings, took flight, and burst into the sky. I don't know how to describe it, but it went from being here to being everywhere. It wasn't just a part of me anymore. It was now a part of everything. And then I realized what you do with an idea. You change the world. So I want to again thank Compendium Publishing for inspiring us again with this thought-provoking question. I love how their books make us think and realize if you have an idea and you keep it locked inside, and if everybody felt that way, our world would never grow and change for the better. So if you get an idea, don't think it's stupid. Keep going with it because you really might change the world. So after you listen to this story, you will see a link to this activity sheet that you can complete. You can share it with your teacher in Teams, or you can post it to hashtag PPS Reads on social media. These are some of the questions that you will see on the activity sheet. We know that everything starts with an idea. So do you have an idea that will help us to be safe in school when we finally get to return? What supplies do you need to carry out your idea? How will you make your idea turn into reality and be successful? Who do you need to help you to make your idea a success? And then, thinking of the future, do you have an idea that can change the world for the better? I hope you enjoyed this story along with the others in our reading corner. Happy reading!